Shingeki no Kyojin. Ah yes, Attack on Titan. It's brilliant. It's perfect. I love it, and it's my first time because chapters come out once per month. My page has been up for what, 3 months. I've mainly been doing One Piece there, but I will start doing Attack on Titan, and that's the chapters. I know that season 3 is going to be out next year. I did some news on that, and I'll be doing live reactions and reviews to season 3, depending on how season 3 goes. Also, I will be doing Noblesse here. I don't know if you guys know that series, but it's basically a series about a vampire who's been asleep for about 820 years. A very super powerful vampire. I don't know that's bad English, but I don't care. And I won't go too much into detail until I actually do a review of the first 2 OVAs that are out. The next thing that I'll be doing here is Gamers. I'm gonna cater to Station. I like that series. I also intend to do The Gamer. I'll probably look into Bungo Stray Dogs. Probably. I don't know yet. I also do Boruto. Let's stop talking about what I do here. Let's get to the chapters. I could go on forever. So, this chapter is called The Gate of Hope. And the last chapter that we saw was, ugh. The chapters have been a little bit all over the place, but apparently this last chapter that we saw is them apparently going back to Paradise, and by Paradise I mean the Marlians, and that's, Raina and it seems to be his little sister, and so on. So you know what, let's get going. We'll figure out everything as we go along, because I haven't done reviews and so on for this series, so I don't want to really stress too much about things in the past that I never covered. So let's go. It says the first page. Oh, by the way, for you guys who are new, you can read along on your device, or you can just listen and tell you what's happening, because I don't want to have copyright strikes and stuff like that, so I can't really post the chapter here while I'm reading it. So anyway, this looks to be Reina. Yeah, it looks like Reina is walking when he was just a kid, and it says one story in 2 parts, and it's part 2, because last week was part 1, depending on how you look at it. It says, they only just arrived at the island, and Reina already lost both his life's purpose and his friend. I would remember that his friend was killed by a Titan. And surprise, surprise, was a Titan? Yeah. Imiru! And there's a big tree and he's resting under it. It says, Chapter 96, A Gate of Hope, Isayami Hajime. Now, the thing that I like about Attack on Titan chapters is that whenever you read one chapter for 1 month, you feel like you've been reading, a 1 month worth of work, not what Boruto does apparently sometimes. So let's get going. He's pretty tired and he says, maybe he was running for his life, but he's still resting on the tree and he's looking out. And he looks shocked. He says, Bertolt, Annie, Marcel. And Marcel is his friend that was killed. And he's screaming, he's freaking out, he's on his knees, his face is plunged into the ground and he's freaking out. He's saying, he got eaten by a Titan to save me. And I'm pretty sure that's Marcel he's talking about. Because of me, he did. Everyone else get eaten too? I can't remember. My mind's blank. What should I do? I can't stay here. I'll get eaten too. Am I going to die here today? And that's funny because I'm pretty sure he should be able to turn into the armored Titan. I don't know what the fuck he's crying about. And somebody kicks into the snow. I'm pretty damn sure that's Annie. Says, yeah, that's Annie. That's Annie, alright. And she says, nice job, Raina. This is the first time you've ever beaten me in long distance run. So apparently he beat Annie in a long distance run for the first time because he's running for his life. But I'm pretty sure that given that he's here, he can turn into a Titan. So why is he freaking out like a little bitch? I don't understand. Is it that, of course he can turn into a Titan, and the armored Titan at that. And Bertolt says, if we had caught the Titan who ate Marcel right away, we could have gotten the Jaw Titan back. But you guys ran away. I don't know why, but I ran away too. And that's Annie rationalizing everything. She does have a cool head, doesn't she? And at this age, you're about 6 or 7, maybe 8. And it says, bastards, Marcel will never come home. And Reina looks shocked when he hears that because he knows it's his fault. It's very difficult to have someone there for you guys. I'm telling you. Like, if somebody gave their life for you and you feel that you don't deserve it, you're gonna live with that scar for probably the rest of your life until you do something that you think is good enough to justify you staying alive and then dying. That's just how it goes, and this is what I love about Attack on Titan. Like, the author does not go into the fairy tale stuff and let everything seem like a really big happy ending, you know, sail out to the sunset. No, it's not like that. It's really about what life is like, and I pretty much love that about Attack on Titan and Naruto. But let's get going. It says, but to think we'd run into a Titan out of nowhere like that. There shouldn't have been any Titans so long as we kept our distance from the wall. There's no guarantee that, and that's what Bertolt says. Some Titans' behavior is aberrant. They did teach us that. And Bertolt looks shocked. Like, Bertolt looked like he's shitting himself at this stage. I wanted to remember, well, Bertolt would remember this, you know, because, well, Armin, come on, let's go back. What? And that's Annie being crazy. Let's go back and look for the jaw. That Titan must have returned to human form somewhere. We can't execute the plan to take back the original Titan without Marcel's command. Anyway, the plan had already failed. And this explains why Imiru had some idea of what Bertolt and Reina's plan was. For those of you guys who, well, I'm pretty sure you guys know what happened in Season 2 right here. Even at our current location, a Titan could appear at any moment, and that's Annie still rationalizing things. And Reina is still sitting there. He's pretty shaken up. I don't think his legs can move, and everyone's walking away and leaving. Everyone's walking away from him. And then there's a picture of his mother that pops up in his mind and says, I'm sure you'll succeed in your mission, because I'm sure your father is praying for your success too. I don't like his mother very much, guys. I haven't done reviews and live reactions to the previous chapters, but I don't like his mother because she seems very manipulative. Like, she's using him for her own gain. I know that there's something in it for him too, but lying about his father won't really make things better. His father clearly doesn't want him to do what he's doing. And he says, wait, Materu, Chotomate. And everyone's, well, this story looks back at him. We can't go back. Let's stick to the plan. Do you mean we can't go back, or we shouldn't go back because I'm afraid? You know, it's pretty interesting how well Reiner developed as a character. I mean, looking at him right now to what he developed to the end of Season 2, and I'll use Season 2 because that gives us a very clear perception of what he was when he left Eren's company. I think he developed really good as a character, and I'm not sure what his end is going to be like, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be brutal. And Eren is going to have something to do with it. And he says, well, obviously you can't go back like this. If you go back tomorrow, they'll confiscate your armor titan power for this failure. You'll get eaten by the next warrior in line. That has nothing to do with me, though. You really think I'll be the only one held accountable? What? He's a smart brat. The three of us ran away. Why would I have to be the only one to bear the consequences? Are you that sure you two would get away scot-free? And these guys are looking pretty damn surprised, because at first they seem to be like, well, I'm in the clear, I didn't do anything, but now they're like, oh shit. Besides, recovering the Jaw Titan is pointless. What if they use the power and just run away again? What will we do then? His speed can only be surpassed by that of the Cartman Titan. None of our Titans can outrun it. There's no way they could even learn how to use a Titan power that quickly. You learned how to use a Colossal Titan almost immediately, didn't you? Besides, we might use up all our strength pointlessly chasing the Jaw Titan around and then get eaten by Titans. Or go back to the Marley ship anchoring in harbor with nothing to show for our efforts but failure. Either way, we're all screwed. And Reina is getting pissed and he's making some sense. It's good when Reina is angry. Reina, not Reina, Reina, whatever. We can't go back home empty-handed. We have to achieve something first. We have to get the original Titan. We can't go back. Not anymore. I mean, they're still just kids. You know, this is something that well, I'm not going to say elders, but the people in higher rank should have taken into consideration. Not every kid, even under strenuous training, can really take all the mental strain that comes with being in a situation like this. And we're seeing it clearly here. And it says, if only you showed 100 of this composure of yours back there, we could have gotten away without losing Marcel and the Jaw. So now you're threatening us to save your own neck. Is that it? Ryder looks shocked and he's like, I don't know. I don't know, Annie. I don't know. Annie gives him one kick to the face. Oh shit, this girl is brutal. And you know she does have some very powerful kicks. Annie, own up to what you did to the job. Apologize. Say that it's all your fault. Damn, Annie is brutal. Honorable Marlian, chosen warriors. What a joke. Marley, Elder, fuck them all. They're liars. The lot of them. They only think of themselves. And so do I. I have to survive. I have to get home. And Annie's losing her shit. Is it her time of the month? You're the one that should have died back there. If you think it's your fault, then just go ahead and die. Repent for your sins with death. And she's beating the shit out of Ryder. Like, oh shit. I know he's gonna heal up because he has a Titan power and whatnot, but that's a little pushing it, isn't it, Annie? And Bertolt is crying. Bertolt is standing there subtly crying, and I'm like, wow. Oh, look at Ryder. He's standing up, his face is all blooded, I don't even know if he has eyes anymore. Those are just some white popping things in his head. He's barely standing, and Annie looks pretty shocked. And she turns around. As she's about to turn around, Raina tackles her to the ground. And he says, Raina is dead. I'm pretty sure that's Raina talking. So if I say that I am dead, that basically means that I've undergone some birth and I've become a new person, perhaps. So it says, he's saying to her while he has her in a necklock, Raina is dead. If Marcel is what you need, then I will be your Marcel. I didn't like Marcel. And you know, Bertolt is still crying like a little bitch because, well, what can you do when both of your friends are fighting? You can't pick sides and you can't beat up one of them. So might as well beat the two of them. But Bertolt is a bitch and he can't beat any of them. So crying it is. Stop it. You too. And that's all he can say in everything that's happening. This is the only way. We could all go home. I don't think you want to do that. Bertolt says, that's enough, Raina. We understand. Let's all go home. Are you stupid? So he wants everybody to go home together. Is there something that I'm missing? And Annie turns to her Titan farm. And she is pissed. Why did she go Titan on her friends? Oh. So they are getting trailed by Titans. Wow. And that's a lot of Titans. That's about 200 Titans. I'm going to go back to see if there's something that I missed. Like they noticed something. No, they never noticed anything at all. Like, because sometimes you can look in the pictures and or in the panels and you can see their eyes glare or something. They never noticed anything at all. We just know that from one panel to the next, Anya's gone Titan mode. Raina and Bertolt is on her chest, I think. And there are Titans trailing them. Like, there are about 200 Titans maybe. There's so many Titans you can only see the smoke from the trail that they're leaving behind, some of them. And Annie is running for it. And yep, there aren't many trees. There aren't any trees around that they can go into because the trees are so much shorter than they are. So they have to run for it. Wow. Well, they've been running for a while because Bertolt says, Raina, Annie's strength is running out. And Raina replies, I know. Raina says, damn it, they're catching up to us and the walls still aren't in sight. The original plan was for the female and the Jaw Titans to take turns running all the distance. But Annie has thrown all of this by herself. She's already at her limit. Oh yeah, he did fuck up. On the other hand, even if we were to use all of the armored Titan strength, the plan still wouldn't work. Ah, there it is. It's the wall. Annie, let's switch up. So he's gonna use the armored Titan to do what? Okay, so he has Bertolt in his hand. Okay, so I said there are more Titans than we expected. We have to hurry. We're counting on you, Bertolt. And what's happening here now is that Ren has transformed into the armored Titan. He's taking them to the wall because, well, the wall is just right inside. He's trying to infiltrate because apparently, I don't see any by the way, guys, but Bertolt is right in front of the wall and it seems that he's about to go in. And he says, this is it. So I'm guessing that this is where they're going to break the wall. Break the wall. Here we go. Chris Jericho. Okay, so this is it, huh? wall barrier. So I'm pretty sure this is where it's gonna be. It says it's huge. Will I really be able to destroy something that big? Oh yes, we're just at page 20. I'm excited because I wouldn't want to reach this far and then I can't see the actual chapter. And I'm pretty sure that this is where they're gonna break the wall, because remember guys, when they broke the wall, afterwards the armored titan came charging in and the female titan was never to be seen. And that would make sense given that Annie just transformed and she's still young, she can't transform again for any time soon. So I think I understand what's happening. It says with Wall Maria destroyed, the city will be swarmed by titans. It'll be pure chaos. We'll use that to mingle with the population. Ah, yes, so that's exactly what's happening. Once inside, we'll keep an eye on King Fritz and look for clues that will lead us to the original titan. But none of it will happen if Bertold can't destroy the wall. We're counting on you, Bertold, and that seems to have been Rainer thinking. Rainer has Annie in his shoulder. Yeah, he has Annie in his shoulder. So that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Bertolt has transformed into the Colossal Titan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where Shingeki no Kyojin started, the very first episode, because we can see him looking over the wall and there's a city in here and he's about to kick that shit down. Yep. And he's looking, all the people are stunned looking at him, and it's a staring contest. You know those epic SpongeBob staring contest? Yeah, it's one of those. And Eren, Mikasa, and Armin is there. Oh my god. I just got hit in the feels. Eren, when he was young, is looking at the Titan and his eyes. Oh no, not this again. Oh my god. Oh no. Guys, I can remember Eren's mother dying. That's the problem here. That was like one of the most emotional moments for me in Attack on Titan, and perhaps was even the first episode. I really never liked that. I know it was important, but damn. So he kicks the wall open, apparently, and there's a wall there. There's an armored Titan a little while back, and he's getting out of his Titan. Oh, so the Titans are going after the armored Titan because, well, you know. So let's go. And he's freaking out because all the Titans are there and the armored has to fight. No! 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 And he fights him off and he's running away like the little bitch he is. Ah, shit, a Titan is coming for Bertolt. I think that's a Titan that ate Eren's mom. Can't see the face, we can only see the back, but I'm guessing that's a Titan that ate Eren's mom. So I'm gonna keep going and see what happens next. Yes, it is a Titan that ate Eren's mom. Yeah, the smiling Titan. And we do know the identity of this Titan. This Titan is actually Eren's actual... Oh, not Eren's mother, but Eren's father's first wife. I don't remember her name. I think it starts with an M though. So that's actually Zeke's mother. You know, it's a bitch Zeke. I don't like Zeke. So, you know, that's Zeke's mother apparently. And Bertold is, well, he's weakened because of the Titan form. You can see his body's fluids are dehydrated and a lot of stuff is happening to him. I don't think he can even move at this stage. But I think he's gonna get saved though. Oh, the Titan doesn't give a shit about him. It walks straight into the wall. Wow, I never saw that happening. So anyway, Rhaegar comes and saves him, and Rhaegar is climbing the wall, and you know that's pretty funny given that he's as. So Rhaegar is climbing the wall to get away from the Titans. No, all the other Titans are gonna pour in. I wanted to become a warrior because I thought that by doing so I could fill my mother's wish for the two of us to live happily with father. And that's Rainer talking, guys. Apparently he's on top of the wall. He has Bertolt and Annie, and they're resting. But a father who wishes the same was nowhere to be found. I chased a dream that even mother knew could not come true. And he's going into the city. I was never meant to be chosen as a warrior. Today should have been the day I died. So this is where he's going to charge and break down the door. And he's going, Rainer, I'm sorry, and that's Marcel crying. Why did he apologize? Why did he bother saving me? So there's a flashback of Rainer, of Marcel crying and saying, Rainer, I'm sorry. I don't understand why Rainer said that, and neither does... I don't understand why Marcel said that, and neither does Rainer, by the look of it. I don't want this to end. Not yet. I still don't understand a damn thing, and he's charging the wall, apparently. And that's where he's going to break it down. And that's his mother's... I think that's his mother. Yes, because we seem to be in a makeshift refugee camp There are beds sprung all over the floor, and there's someone lying down. It looks like his mother, to be honest with you. Is it his mother? No. Perhaps this is where they got brought into Elia, or Marley, I suppose. Where are we? We're inside the wall. Oh, I was so wrong, guys. I'm sorry. I think they were saved, apparently. They were saved, and they're in the refugee camp after the Titan attack. So, you know, aftermath. Annie, Bertolt, I'm sorry. Marcel, I'll become a true warrior, I promise. So this is Rainer trying to make his resolve, and I'm pretty sure that this is where everything started. So they're in the background talking about that, and in the foreground of that same panel we can see Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. Funny they should meet like that. This guy with a strange face is saying, my village used to be deep in the mountains of the southeast part of Wall Maria. Unlike the affluent villages along the river, we didn't receive word about the destruction of the wall immediately, or at least the Titans arrived before we received it. It happened at daybreak. The animals were awfully restless. Gradually the ground began to tremble with the sounds we've never heard before. When I realized it was the sound of footsteps, I quickly opened the door. I quickly opened the window. And, oh shit, there's a panel here. I might put it on screen, but it's basically page 35. There's a panel here of this lad opening his window, and the moment he opens his window, there's a Titan just smiling there at him, well smug and everything, smiling like, how you doing, neighbor? That's not good. That is not very good at all. I don't remember what happened after that, but somehow I got on a horse. Somehow I got on a horse and got away. I don't know this guy. So only you three children had remained, and this is Annie, Bertolt, and Rainer, but I don't know this guy. I really don't. I do not know this guy. Wasn't he the only one left alive from that village, and he hung himself? He hung himself. What village? What was it called again? It was a village so small that it didn't even show on the maps. And guys, he hung himself. Like, he literally hung himself, and these are people looking at his body, dangling from the ropes, and wondering who he is and where he's from. And somebody said, it doesn't matter, let's take him down. And Annie, Bertolt, and Rainer are still in the mix of things. They're looking a little bit older now, perhaps a year or so older. Perhaps two, you know, if they're lucky. And Annie looks uninterested as usual. I see, as we thought, that King Fritz is just a decoy. And pretty sure that's Annie and Bertolt talking. It's not just the old man. The old family is a sham. They're all just puppets with no real power of their own. They're probably not even of the people of Ymir. The ones controlling the center of the wall are probably from another lineage of Eldians who buttered up the King Fritz 100 years ago. So I'm seeing what's happening here. They're still infiltrating, but they're working in the farms, plowing the ground and shit like that. It's because of the power of the original Titans the Alter members won't work on them. So he lets them rule in exchange for their promise to keep the secret. So let's infiltrate them, showing they're connected with the real king of the wall. And Alice says, how? And this is where they're going to join the survey corps, right? Should we try and get employed by them as servants? Or should I try and get close one of their men and get him to marry me? No way we're doing that. Bertolt have the feels for her already. And Annie says, on second thought, it can't be done. They're not of the people of Ymir, so even though they're at the center of power, they won't let their bloodline become infected with cursed blood. And since the walls have been breached, they'll be wary of intruders and won't take in any new servants. Besides, I don't have the charm it takes to seduce a man anyway. And Bertolt's like, huh? That's not true. Bertolt wants to get some, and he's like, huh? Thanks. If that's the case, we only have one way to get inside, and this is where they're going to join the survey corps anyway. Enlist as soldiers and get close to the military police brigade. Oh, so this is why they had those goals anyway. I know you guys don't want to hear it from me, but getting even this silver of information took me 2 whole years. Oh yeah, so they were 2 years older. And in the meantime, we've been pulling our 3 routes, because only you can go to the capital and back. And that's Bertolt. We have 10 years left. You're saying we should spend those 10 years playing soldiers? Oh boy, and it's cruel. It's been 2 years since we brought down the wall, and the king of the wall still hasn't made his move. If the information we got from the Tabar family is true, the king of the wall is bound by his oath to renounce war. In that case, what are we waiting around for? Let's finish this. Shouldn't we just destroy the Walrus and Wall Sin and get it over with? You guys need the power of the Titan. You can't just do that. It's true that if we do that, the original Titan might show his face. But even if he himself cannot attack, he could use the original Titan's shout to stop and reverse everything. If that happens, we still have failed our sacred duties as warriors and we'll die along with the rest of the world. The fate of humanity rests in our hands, and there are a lot of 100-meter classes here, guys. Well, they look like 100-meter classes, like Colossal Titans. And everyone's panicking and clamoring. I think it's a shot from the past. Don't get too worked up about it. And it says, so, even if it takes time, we must move on with our mission. I've finally understood something. This is the reason we're here. And he yanks the tree root out. And he's getting pretty ripped, guys. Like, I'm not gay or anything, but this is where he's starting to grow. Because remember that when he was a kid, he was pretty skinny. And when he was an adult, he's like pretty big. So I think this is where he's starting to get into adolescence and shit like that. And then the next thing we know is when they're into the Survey Corps. I ask you, why are you here? Like, this guy was the guy with Potato Girl who kept on intimidating people. And he says, I'm here to save humanity. With that strong determination, they will try and destroy Eren and his friend. And it says to be continued next month. So this is a chapter, guys. Apparently this is where they've joined the Survey Corps. The pacing was pretty good, actually. Because we started out when they just land on Paradise. And we ended where they're in the Survey Corps. We get some, some information about how Rhino reacted when Marcel died to save him, how the entire team reacted. We know how they came to the decision of, destroying the wall and getting everything that they've been doing, actually. So it's been a pretty good chapter. I might review it. I should review it. Given that it's 42 pages and just one chapter per month, I should be reviewing this. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it.